Well, I really captured some rare footage again. Something, here's a woodpecker I've never seen. And the doe, I haven't seen the fawns yet. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smoky. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns here in East Tennessee. Hope you all doing well. Had a good holiday. We've had some really bad storms here. But the woods is still standing. I don't see how. But some has fared even worse. So let's pray for the ones that was affected by these storms. But anyway, the animals are moving around real good, but I haven't seen the fawns yet. They should be having them, but they aren't walking around with mommy. And here at the pond, got plenty of rain, but it looks like a virtual jungle here. So I want you to relax, take it easy, and unwind, and let's see what stepped in front of the cameras last week. So let's get started. Well, out in the woods, the turkey are moving around real good. Really good. I filmed them about 2 or 3 different cameras. And they just browse all day long. And the deer? Nope, I haven't seen the fawns yet. Take that a beautiful young doe. They should be having them. Remember, these videos are a week behind all the time. And there's a young little button buck up close. They just browse. And they're beautiful too. But you see, there just ain't no fawns following these little does around yet. They may be having them, but they still look heavy to me. But like I said, these are a week behind. See how heavy she looks? But they ought to be having them any time. They're ready to have them, drop them any time. And there's a little fox during the morning coming through. Rare glimpse of that, and there he is again. And there's old son of Yeller. You see them white stripes on his tail? He's got 2 eyes. That's how you can tell. He's out prowling. Now here's a rare footage. I have cameras in these woods for years, and I've never filmed this. A pileated woodpecker. And oh, ain't it beautiful. And they're noisy in the woods too. Rare footage there. And here's a northern flicker too. And there's a thrasher again out on the trail. Looks kind of like a thrush, but it's not. It's a thrasher. There's that fox going down the trail. He's moving around a lot. Got young. And there's a turkey there on the cliff ledge trail. These turkeys are everywhere. Glad to see them moving around. Don't know what happened there. And there's old Dirty Dan out on the path, making his rounds one morning. Man, he's hard to film sometimes. And there's a little ground squirrel. Ain't he cute? And at the log, there's little Chucky. This is his area. He's prowling too this morning. And there's old Ricky, still checking out that walnut week after week. It ain't going to change, Ricky. And you know who that is. That's old Woody. He likes his spot. he has to check out the camera every time. And there's some of his friends, a little cardinal. Pretty cardinal. Now here's the rarest. A fox right in front of the camera. They're hard to catch. Rare fence of that. And here in the tree below the rock motel on a rainy day, there's what looks like a doe heavy with fawn. And a turkey. And there's old Yeller. The birds and the squirrels don't like him being here. That's what's for sure. And there's old Dirty Dan out making his rounds. Has to stay hot, say hi. And up the rock, there's that fox moving through. They've got young. And like I said, there's old son of Yeller. And the squirrels and the birds sure don't like him being around. He's after little Chucky in the gang. That's what he's after. They don't like it. And there's little old Ricky when the coast is clear. He's up on his perch. Always up here. Sometime or another, he's on this perch during the week. And there's old Dirty Dan. Coming and a-going. Checking out things. He don't like old Yeller being here. But like I said, he just comes and goes. Some weeks you don't see him at all. But this is his home. He comes and he goes. He's always checking things out too. He has to watch out for all these predators. But he's so comical. Now we had some bad storms here, like really bad. This is just one off of one of the cameras. But everything's calmed down. Everything starts moving around again. Deer up moving around. But they're real spooky too. They spook easy. Down at the pond, all of them was old Yeller down here moving around, keeping everything scared off during the day. And on the other camera, there's a squirrel. He's looking out. Watch him raise up there. He's making sure that old Yeller ain't around. But he has to watch out, because hawks are here too. And there's old Socks coming off a tree there at dark, where the coons stay. What's he doing up there? But on a rough night, the old coons coming off their den. They got rounds and things to do. And they're on the move. Takes some bad weather to put them down. And they right up to the camera too. Saying hello. And they just come in single file up through here. Here comes another one. You gotta say hi too. Move on. And there's a baby possum. I guess their mommies weaned them. They're on their own now. I hope how many of them will survive. They climbing trees and just exploring their new world. And there's a skunk coming through, looks like Stripe. Like I said, these little baby possums just exploring their new world. And there's the adults carrying leaves this time of year. Hard to believe. Watch it. They push them behind them and wrap their tail around them. Carrying load after load too. That's strange this time of year. The old coyotes, they're browsing around too. Just waiting to pounce on one of these little animals. And they sense where they been too. The coons, they're always on the prowl, but they watch out for these predators too. Now, a good healthy coon, it'd take a bunch of coyotes to take a healthy coon down, because they're mean. There's a bobcat. Rare footage of them too. Hard to catch. The deer, they browse night and day. They get right in front of the cameras too. But they have to watch out too. Too many predators in the woods. And there's old son of a yeller going down the rock ledge. He's got to watch out too. Coyotes will get him. And a bobcat, he don't want to meet up with one of them. There it looks like old Stripe, wet, going down the ledge. And the old coons, you liable to see them anywhere. And here on a little old path, there's another baby possum out exploring the new world. There's the coons moving up. Mr. and Mrs. Rocky, I presume. And out on the trail, there's a fox on a windy night. Then there's Mr. and Mrs. Rocky making their normal rounds, Rock Motel. And there's Stripe at the Rock Motel on a wet night. And there's a baby possum. They baby possums are running around everywhere. I hope a lot of them survive. These animals in the wild, they have hard and short lives. So please don't get attached to these little animals. Here he is going home under the Rock Motel. And that looks like Chubby coming in on a wet night. He's going to bed. Now that looks like Willie. He's going home too. But they seem kind of nervous sometimes. And the old coons up on the ridge, checking the camera out, moving on. There's old No-Tail coming across the ridge. And there's a little possum. Could that be Sidewinder just being better? I can't tell you. And down at the pond, the deer's at the pond at night, but they're there all the time. I just don't film them. But the coons, they're always here. They get right up to the camera. Say hi. And they're looking after these frogs. You can hear the bullfrogs. They're trying to catch them. And they enjoy this place. This is their favorite place. Even up to dawn. Nothing don't run them off. They're still here. But across the ridge, there's the fox up on the ridge at dawn, moving through. They've got young. And the little squirrels is up at dawn. It's their time of day too. And the deer, It don't matter what time of day it is for them, they're always browsing. And you can see that one in the top there. See how heavy she looks? But like I said, these are a week behind. But anyway, I hope the fawn do good. They should be on their way right now, as soon as Mommy will show them off. But it's time for the squirrels. They always on the move. Always scrounging though. And burying stuff. And they eating all these little sprouts, buds. But oh, ain't they beautiful? So comical. They always watching out too. What's in the woods that shouldn't be there. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy these videos. That's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week. So God bless, and I'll see you next time.